Hello everyone, I am Surrendal the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/NiceGuys. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my cats in a Cold War will convince you. Without further ado, let's get to this. So this first post here says, seeking someone with a stable income is apparently gold digging now. And this person here says, my friend and I went out to a bar and a guy she once worked with came up to us. He decided to join us without asking us if it's okay and started talking about himself endlessly. He talked about his job, how his fiance left him 2 years ago, and he can't find a girlfriend since then because only women want money. Dude is 35, lives with his father, and works as a waiter, mainly in the summer. Okay, dude, that sounds like you really don't have your life together. I mean, I work as a cashier at Lowe's, and, I'm 19. And this person here goes on to say, my friend tried to console the guy, told him that it's not true and that he will find a woman who loves him for himself and doesn't care about his lack of money. The guy was not having any of it, though. He kept insisting that women only want money, turned to me, and told me to be honest. I was honestly really annoyed with this guy. I told him that women care about a lot more things, not just money, but money is indeed an important requirement, especially if someone wants to have kids. He said he wants to have 4. Yeah, that is probably a good thing to have if you want to have kids. In this economy, you need 2 decent incomes if you want more family to live comfortably. I never dated a guy who earns little, but that's just one of the many requirements I have. He said, wow, finally, a woman who admits to being a gold digger, and asked me if I'm saying he doesn't deserve love unless he's rich. No, that is not what OP is saying there, my guy. Anyways, this person goes on to say, I explained to him again, told him that no, he is not entitled to a woman who will give him 4 kids. He needs to be realistic. He can't support himself, 2 kids from his salary, and it would be unfair of him to expect his wife to support herself, plus the 4 kids, alone or to live in poverty. The guy called me a gold digger, again, told me I'm the problem with modern women, and left us alone. My friend told me that she was annoyed with him too, but I basically kicked the guy while he was down, and that reinforced his bad views on women. Am I the a-hole? Yeah, this here is getting a 50 out of 50. OP, you are not the a-hole, and this guy here, he really needs to get his act together. I mean, he's 34, he's a lot older than I am. You need to be realistic, my guy, okay? You can't expect to have 4 kids and not have a decent income. This next post here says, this guy commented on Lady's post about dealing with a potential stalker and living off the grid. He's definitely an incel. And this person here says, ha ha ha, well, since you've decided to live alone, good luck. If you can't find a good man to protect you, then you're gonna have to protect yourself. I have to say, for all men without a woman, whatever happens to you is of no concern to ours. That's the joys of being independent. I suggest you find a good man and stop being independent. Every stray man in the world makes the world a more dangerous place for all women. So, I guess you need to find this old guy a wife, so click on those mail-order bride networks and get somebody up there with him quick. What a stupid and unhelpful answer. And this incel goes on to say, the truth hurts. If you aren't my woman, I don't really care about what happens to you. Become Rick James, style slave in a basement or worm food for all I care. Well, how about I give some actual advice and maybe recommend you probably get a dog. Specifically a very, very aggressive dog. That could maybe help at deterring any potential stalkers. This guy's getting a 50 out of 50. Dude, no. Just no. This next post here says, my GF's friend exposes himself as a nice guy. And this person here says, I, 37-year-old male, met and have been dating my GF, 31-year-old female, for just over a couple months. Yesterday, she told me a guy friend, who she's known since college, pulled a nice guy on her for dating me and not having given him a chance. I don't have the exact words, but from my GF's perspective, he has A, never been more than a friend to her, B, never expressed any kind of interest or made a move, and C, she's simply never been romantically interested in him. Some background. They've known each other since around the time that they graduated high school and went to college. They are part of a group of 6 to 8 friends and still get back in touch and, hang out, get together when back in town. My GF had dated one guy of the group back in high school before they all knew each other and ended up marrying another guy from the group a few years ago. Her marriage ended last fall, and the friends have kind of taken sides and split right down the middle. Mr. Nice Guy, of course, was one of the people who was on her side and attempted to be there for her when it all went down. But from her view, it wasn't anything really special beyond just being a friend, just as there were several of them. And fast forward 6 months, we started to date, and he asks her why she never gave him a chance but is now dating a stranger and asks, is it serious? She says yeah, and he throws a temper tantrum, tries to guilt trip her about not giving him a chance despite his nice guy status. Well, that doesn't really sound like something a nice guy would say. Anyways, contacted her again yesterday to apologize for his actions, pulls the same guilt trip fiasco, but it's okay because he said that he knows that he shouldn't have said it or acted that way. Well, if he says that he really should not have acted that way or says that he shouldn't have said that, why is he continuing to do it? Anyways, even though it's all true and justified, she's still not interested, so he insults her. Again, not something an actual nice guy does or says. Anyways, this person goes on to say, after she told me about this, I laughed and told her about the whole nice guy thing and warned her that he'll likely continue to pull the act on her. Is it serious? Well, it's only been a couple months and she's gotten very attached to me. Perhaps a little faster than I expected. She's a very nice girl. We are exclusive and I'm not going to break it off or anything. But there are some boundaries that I need to set with her, lol. It's for first post-divorce relationship. And I don't beat her up, lay hands on her, yell at her, or call women names. So honestly, that's a pretty low bar to be considered better than her ex. Not gonna sell myself short, but it seems like I do have some things going for me. But I am not gonna pretend I'm the greatest guy in the world either. Yeah, this nice guy friend that your GF has is gonna get 50 out of 50. Yeah, dude, if you're a nice guy, you wouldn't do any of those things that you said you really should not have done in the first place. I think with that, that's good to do for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.